A lot of different ideas came about during this time period on how to rule and how to maintain power. A man named Niccolo Machiavelli, this guy right here below me, um, he was a writer, and he wrote a book called The Prince. It was based on the Borgia family and how they had gotten and maintained power, and he got his ideas from them, and just kind of expanded on that. This book is concerned with basically how people who are leaders maintain, how they get and how they maintain power. And so, uh, previous authors had really stressed um, leaders should be people who have a great aptitude for Christianity. They should be people who are benevolent rulers. They should be people who are generous, who are kind, um, and who rule almost in a sense of meekness. Um, but Machiavelli did not really necessarily think that that was exactly how things should be. Machiavelli argued the opposite, actually, or he argued that people should look like that on the outside, that are rulers. They should look like that on the outside, but that behind closed doors, they have to make really tough, difficult decisions. And so those tough, difficult decisions sometimes are self-interested. If they want to maintain power, they must be self-interested. And so, with that being said, it's all about having a a pretty facade, a pretty outside, a pretty the ability to keep people um, thinking that they have everybody's best interest in mind, and that they're not going to do anything that's going to harm anyone in the kingdom or anything like that. But behind closed doors, the prince is going to make decisions that are going to be to better the state, and sometimes they're not going to match up with what's said in the Bible. Sometimes those decisions are not necessarily going to be "thou shalt not kill." Sometimes those messages or those things are going to be that they're going to have to do. They're going to be about having to go to war, even though that's not necessarily something that's very meek. Sometimes there's going to be things that are decisions that are having to be made that are not going to be popular decisions amongst everybody, and that the prince needs to look benevolent on the outside so that people will maintain their following status. But at the same time, behind closed doors, they need to be able to make hard, tough decisions that are a lot of times self-interested in maintaining their own power.